Hello and welcome to Radical Living. I'm your host Shoeless Joe, and today we are talking about how to be ruthless. Last week I knocked over a bookcase, and on top of that bookcase were a bunch of decorative trinkets that all went tumbling down. Things that I really loved, like this globe. And in that moment after they fell, when I thought everything was destroyed, something happened to me. There was a shift, a change that took place inside. I realized I just don't care. I didn't care if they were broken. Though I loved them in a way, they weren't a part of me. I didn't need them. They are not a part of me, they are apart from me. And I will be just fine without them. This realization changed something within me. These things that I thought that I really loved, I don't actually need, I don't actually care about. I realized that I could be ruthless. I could do anything. I could get rid of anything. It was so freeing. I felt powerful. Okay, so I don't need this globe. I can just get rid of this. But what else could I get rid of that I thought that I loved? The answer is this: the Harry Potter books. Harry Potter is my favorite fictional series of all time, hands down. It's freaking amazing. But I don't really have time to reread it anymore, and there's not enough room on our mantle for it. The small space that I've allotted for books, I want to use for non-fiction books that I read over and over for inspiration and ideas. And I do love Harry, but I just don't have room for him in my life right now. And that doesn't mean that I never will. Someday I would really like to own the British versions. Screw the Sorcerer's Stone, I want the Philosopher. The other thing I realized I could be ruthless about is my two favorite movies, Imaginary Heroes and Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys. These are just two great movies. They're both coming-of-age stories. They're both starring Emile Hirsch. I want to be a cup of Joe. What can I say? I love them. But again, do I really have time to rewatch these over and over? I mean, I have them memorized anyways, so is it really necessary to watch? I can just sit in my room and just play the scenes over and over in my head. I really like the idea of everyone in the house just owning one movie, just having one favorite movie that in a time of just sheer desperation or boredom or depression or whatever, you have your one movie you can just pop in and watch. We don't need multitudes of movies in a DVD collection to be like entertained or satisfied, especially in the age of YouTube and Netflix. So the only Emile Hirsch movie I really need is Into the Wild for obvious reasons. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this, why get rid of things you love, especially something like a couple DVDs that take up such a little amount of space in your house. Because it's freeing, it's empowering, it feels even better to get rid of things that you love than things that you dislike. I never thought that I would get here, nor did I necessarily even want to. I thought that these movies and books would be with me till the end of time, but they don't need to be. I am in control of my possessions, and I have the power to get rid of things even though I love them in a way. It's the people in my life that I care about. It's the community, it's the connection. My life will not be any worse without these. I will not be any less of a person. I will not have any less joy in my heart. And yes, it's quite possible that there may come a day when I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, I just wish I could watch one of those movies right now. I just need some Emile in my life. In fact, I'm sure it probably will happen, because often I find that with something like movies especially, once I get rid of it, I kind of have that feeling a couple weeks later, like, oh, now I wish I could watch that movie, even if I haven't watched it in forever. But that's okay. That's okay if I have that desire. If I find myself wanting to watch the movies that I've gotten rid of or read the books I've gotten rid of, instead of getting so angry and anxious and thinking like, oh, I just need that right now, I was so stupid, why would I get rid of it? I will just smile to myself, breathe, and think, oh well, there are new books to read, new movies to be seen, or I can just sit in quiet silence. Wouldn't that be something?
Now I just sit in silence.
I don't need movies to entertain me. I don't need books to fill my time. I don't need trinkets to fill my space. And neither do you. All we need is ourselves, the people around us. We need to be content. We need to have peace. And when you let go of the things that you love, you can hold tighter the people who love you. Obviously, we're all in different places on our journey towards simplicity. I've reached a new level that I never thought possible, and I just wanted to share it with you. Now, maybe you're not ready to get rid of your favorite books or your favorite movies, and you don't ever want to, and that's fine. Wherever you are on your minimalism journey, even if you're just starting out, just getting rid of that first old ratty t-shirt that you haven't worn in centuries. Or maybe you're living out of a backpack and all you own is just like dee. No matter where you are on the minimalism journey, what can you be ruthless with? I dare you to take it to the next level today. Take it to the next step. Crank it up to 10. Say, you know what? I thought I was here, but today I'm going to take it to here. For a long time, I thought I needed the internet on my phone. I don't. Up until now, I thought I needed Harry Potter to be sitting on my shelf. I don't. So go, right now, go find something that you thought you loved, thought you needed, but you just don't. Remember, physical space equals mental space. So everything that you have filling up your physical space is also filling up some mental space. And I think we could all use just a bit more mental space, don't you? If you've ever gotten rid of something that you loved and thought you'd never be able to part with, or maybe this video inspired you to get rid of something, make sure you leave a comment down below and tell us what it was that you thought you could never lose, but you found you could. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, keep it simple, question everything, and stay ruthless. So go find some wherever you are on your minimalism journey. Even if you're that's okay if that I have What else could I think that I wanted to get we don't need multitudes and multitudes. Multitudes.